Hello everyone. Today let's solve the problem mail stamps. So you can read the entire question. So I'll just summarize the problem for you so that it will become easy to understand. It will be easy to understand basically. So what the question states here, just give me a second. So what the question states here, Bob has received a letter stamped between various cities. So Bob has received a letter stamped between various cities, right? It can be anything, various cities. I'll just take A, B, C just for the example. And he knows the stamps indicate a route between the cities. This indicates the route between the cities. It can be anything, any number of routes. Bob is unable to determine the exact order of cities in the route. So, because the stamps are unordered, these routes or stamps are unordered. They have given. It can be of any order. Unordered, you are given n stamps, each connecting two cities, and we are given n stamps, each connecting two cities, right? Suppose I'll call this one A and B. We are given n stamps that is connecting exactly two cities. Each containing two cities. Say like this A might contain AA. This B might contain two cities, right? Each containing two cities, and we need to reconstruct one possible this one route based on the stamps. So we need to reconstruct one possible route based on the stamps. Based on the stamps, we need to reconstruct one possible stamp. That's what the question says, and the route is guaranteed to be valid. So if there is, if it is not valid, then we have to print something that is not given in the question. They have strictly mentioned the route is valid at any case, right? So this is the question. So let me explain the approach, and let's try to implement the solution. So first step, as usual, we'll go with this one, input reading or the input handling. So I'll just come here. So what we will do, we are given n stamps, each representing a connection between two cities. So first we need to map out the cities and their connections. Nothing but connections will be adjacency list, right? So we need to map out the cities. I'll just come here. Let me write here map. We need to map out the cities. So I'll just give here. We need to map out the cities and also their connections. Here, connections. This one we need, and their connections to adjacency list. This one adjacency list, I'll just give AL. So this one is input handling. Second one is finding the start of the route. So I'll just come here. Second one is we need to find the start of the route. The latest journey starts from a city with exactly one connection. So again, I'm telling, finding the start of the route. Here we will find the start of the route. Find start of route, right? Yeah, what we are doing here in the second step, we will find the start of the route. So the latest journey starts from the city with exactly one connection. As I have said, we can identify the city by finding any city with only one neighboring city. We should have only one neighboring city to one. So by this way, we can find nothing but the latest journey starts from a city with exactly one connection. Here we are having exactly one connection, and we can identify the city by finding any city with only one neighboring city. Suppose this is only one neighboring city. Here I am considering this one. So this one, finding starting route. This will be the starting route. So after this, the third step would be reconstructing the route. That's what we have to do, right? They have asked us to reconstruct the route. From the starting city, this will be the starting city, and from the starting city, we will traverse through the connected cities, visiting each city exactly once. We are exactly visiting once. We are visiting each city exactly once, since no city appears more than once in the path. So they have strictly mentioned that no city will no city will appear more than once in the path. So we can traverse through the connected cities, visiting each city exactly once. So nothing but here we are reconstructing the route. So here I can just write reconstructing route. For route, I'll just mention R. So here this is reconstructing route. So now we'll get the output in the third step. So we have to display the output after the reconstruction of the route. We have to display the output in the JavaScript. We'll be making use of console log to print the result, right? The final path of the cities is printed using console log. Nothing but here. Let me just give output. So this will be the this one, what I call approach that we will be going with for this particular problem. So let me delete this one. Let's start writing the code so that you will understand this one better. So first step is always let's import the fs module, right, to get the input from the stdin. So I'll just give here fs equals require of fs. So this is fine. Let's read the input data using file system module and also split it by new lines. So the input we have to read line by line, right? The different inputs. So for splitting into the new lines, we'll be making use of split. Also to remove the white spaces or to remove the unnecessary spaces, we'll be making use of trim. Let's write this quick. Let me just take the input and I'll just write fs read file sync. Let's start with 0 and set the encoding to UTF-8. Also remove the spaces using trim and also split this one. Split means, let me give this one /n/r. This one will be plus slash, right? So this is, we are just making use of the regular expression over here to read the every individual lines, right, of the input. So next, we have to extract the number of stamps, nothing but n. So I can directly write this one to extract this one first and write input of 0. So next, we have to pass all the city connections from the input. So we have to pass all the city connections. We have to at any cost, right? For that one, nothing but these are the edges. I can write here and instead of m, I'll just consider this one input. Let's slice. So slicing will be easier method. Slice until 1 and let's map this one to line dot again. We will split this one. If we are having the distinct words in the same line or the distinct numbers in the same line, we should have the space between them. For that purpose, I'll be making use of this one. Space here, it is of the type number, right? So we'll consider this one map and we'll go with the type number. So you can make use of the big int as well. In my case, I'll be making use of the number. If we are dealing with very large numbers or the very large input, usually if we are making use of the mod value, if the constraints are very tight, then in that case, we can go with the big int, right? So I'll just go with the number for now. Next step is if we create, let's create an adjacency map to store which cities are connected to each other. So we have to map to store, right? So nothing but we are creating an adjacent map to store which cities are connected to each other. It has to be adjacent. This one equals new map. This is fine. So next step is for let a comma b of edges. So if city A is not already in the map, we will initialize it as an empty array. This is fine, right? We'll be making use of the set and we'll initialize this one as empty array. So here we can write like this. If this city A is not already in the map, right? Adjacent we can write in this way. If it is not there, then not of adjacent dot has of a, then we can just write adjacent dot set of a comma empty array. So next step, similarly, we are initializing the city B if it's not in the map as well. Same thing, I'll just copy the same thing and make the necessary changes. Let's change the A to B, that's it. Here as B, we will set this one to B. Next step is, we will be adding city B as the neighbor of city A and vice versa. We'll be adding city B as neighbor of city A and city A as neighbor of city B, since the connections are bidirectional here. So how can we do that? For adding, we can make use of push. Before that, before adding the B to A, we have to get A, right? For getting the A, I'll just make use of get A. For adding, I'll just make use of push and I'll just give B. Same goes with this one as well, B as well. Here, let's get B and add A using push. So this is, next step is to, let's initialize the start variable to store the starting city of the route. Nothing but I'll just give here start. So let's find the starting city, which is the city that has exactly one neighbor. For this, I'll be making use of the for loop. I'll just give for let city, comma, neighbors of the adjacent, this one, ADJ. So here, a city with only one connection is either the start or end of the route. So here we can give if length of the neighbors, this is equal to 1, then we can set the city as the starting point. Nothing but start, I'll just take this one, start we have already, start, we will start equals city we can write, right? So then we will break out from here. Then let's initialize the path array with the starting city. So here this one will be path equals, within the array we have to mention this one, right? Start. So this is fine. Then after doing this, let's create a set to track visited cities and the starting city. So I'll just give here let visited equals new set of, we have to take the start within the array, right? So this is fine. Let's continue building the path until all the cities have been visited. So for this, the path length has to be less than or equal to n, right? Because we are building the path until all the cities have been visited. So it has to be less than or equal to n. So in this case, I'll just make use of the while loop. The while loop has to work, right? At any cost, the length of the path has to be less than or equal to n. This one will be path dot length less than or equal to n. So let current, I'll just give this one as path dot length minus 1. So this is fair. In this step, what we are doing here, let current equals path dot length minus 1 I have given, right? This is nothing but we are getting the current city, nothing but the last city in the path. That's what we are getting here. After getting the this one current city, then we can check all the neighbors of the current city, right? So using the this one for loop, individual neighbor we can check of the we have adjacent dot get of current. We are making use of current, right? So we can get from the adjacency list of current, right? So we can write in this way for individual neighbor. So sorry, this has to be for let neighbor of adj dot get of this one current. So here what I'll do, if not of visited dot has of neighbor. So this one has to be path dot push of neighbor. So this is one thing. Finally, we'll mark this one as visited. So how can we mark this one as visited? We'll just add push visited dot add of we are just adding this one, right? We are making use of this one set. So we can directly add visited dot add of neighbor. This is fine. We'll mark this one as visited and we will move to the next city. We have to move to the next city. We'll just break out from here. I'll just give break here. And this is fine. So after this, we'll get the output here itself, and we have to get display or print the final path of the cities in the correct order, right? So we have made use of the split. Now we have to display all the we have to display the final path of all the cities in the correct order, right? For that one, I'll just make use of the join, and for printing, I'll just make use of the console log. Path is having what we want, and we have made use of the split. So let's join now, so that we'll get the output in a correct way. So this is it. Let me come here. Let me check for this input. We have to get the output 201. Let's check. So here, this has to be new offset, line number 27. So let me do one thing. New. So this has to be new map. M has to be capital here. Line number 8. So let me come here and make this capital M. So now we are getting in the different order. I hope they haven't mentioned the order actually. 102 they have we are getting, right. Here they have given 201, 102 we are getting, and this is fine. They have not mentioned that we have to get the output in particular order. So this is fine. For this input, let's check. We have to get 100, 2, 3, 1. So let's check. 100. So 1, 3, 200 we are getting, right? 100, 2, 3, 1. All the numbers are in this output, but in a different order. This is fine. Order they have not mentioned. I hope this is correct. So I'll come here. Let me hit on submit code. This is problem J, right? Mail stamps. So let me paste the solution and hit the submit button. So let's wait for some time. So yeah, here you can clearly see this code accepted. Means this code, the code works absolutely correct here, right? So the only two typos were there. One is map and set here. This has to be, I have made this one capital S and capital M. I had typed this one small m and small s, right? So I had corrected this one. Now this code works absolutely correct. This is it. Thanks for watching, guys.